Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of How to Prot PvP with Daijozen here, and this time we're looking at macros. Alright, now I'm just going to have a quick run through with my macros, just because we want to get this over and done with, so we can go on to the more important things. Now, these are the only ones I use. I'm sure there's plenty more out there, but these are the ones that I find that I feel are necessary. I wouldn't go out of my way to get any other key bindings unless there was some magical thing that happened to change the game, but there's nothing so far. Now the ones that I use are as follows: Shattering throw macro, heroic throw macro, charge intervene macro, recklessness, battle stance heal, hamstring, colossus smash if needed. They're the macros I use. Now let's have a look at them. We got shattering throw. Now what it is you've got, I'll zoom in on that. There we go. Now what we've got is you cast once for shattering throw. I've got it as shift V. You cast twice, and it's first time battle stance, second time shattering throw, third time defensive stance, back to defensive stance. And yeah, don't spam it, but just press it. I'll show you with a little bit of rage, because I need a little bit of rage to be able to use shattering throw. Alright, we should have the rage up now. Yep, cool. Now, so one press, battle stance, two presses, shattering throw, three presses, defensive stance. Now that'll pop your bubbles and stuff. It's very, very, very useful for arena. If you're not using it, you'll find that there'll be a lot of times where the pally will just bubble and you will have lost an opportunity to win. But if you have this macro, or if you battle stance, you can just do it by obviously changing stances, but this makes it easier, just with one button, and it will save the day, especially against paladins. Now we've got the heroic throw macro. Now how I've got it set up right now is cast heroic throw, use 10, which is the Tarzik shocker, cast shoot and throw, and also cast taunt. Now this is pretty much my all-in-one range macro, and I love this macro. This is great because what it does is, I'm going to be getting rid of the Tarzik shocker, but if you happen to use it, like I'm using right now, then chuck it on with heroic throw. So you'll hit heroic throw, and heroic throw might hit for a little bit, and it'll also use the Tarzik shocker at the same time. It'll also shoot straight after, or throw straight after, and if you keep on pressing it, it'll also continue to throw. So if you're locked down, like you're, oh my god, I'm frozen in ice, and you're just standing there, you might as well be pressing G, which I've got it set up as. You might as well be spamming that, because you'll be throwing a thing, and you might hit him for 2k, and that's still a bit of damage. You might even be lucky to break his bubble when he's away. That way he can't like freeze you when you're actually closer. So it's useful. And also taunt, because you know, it's great to have hunters' pets on you. It's great to have warlocks' pets on you, as long as it's not a goddamn succubus. But it's good to have pets and stuff on you, because they're feeding you rage, they're feeding you vengeance, so they're making you stronger, they're going to make you hit harder, they're going to make you, it's just good, it's good news to taunt a pet. I try to make sure, and also, you know, it's great to have, especially if you're running with a rogue or anything like that, yeah, even a healer, it's good to have the pet on you instead of the other person, because you can take it, they might not be able to, also interrupt and all that sort of stuff, which you don't want, but you don't mind if you're a prot warrior. So anyway, that's what I use, and I'll give you a demonstration. So you press G once, and it uses both, and it also taunts at the same time. If you press it again, it'll start using throw. Now that time was really weak. Let's have a look. There we go, that was almost 2k. And obviously it will use taunt when it's off the cooldown. It's usually 1k to 2k. There you go, see? And, you know, prot moves and all sorts of stuff, but yeah, it's handy, and that's, I find that a lot of fun. Now the next one is charge. I have it as the same button as charge, and it casts intervene if the target is a friendly. Now I don't have a team member with me, but it's pretty self-explanatory. If this is a friendly member and I press charge, which is I have middle mouse button, if it's an enemy, I'll charge it. If it's a friendly, it'll intervene him. Simple as that. Remember to use intervene as a prot warrior. It breaks CC. Wonderful. And it also stops an attack. And if you're spec'd into it, it'll also reduce damage that they take. So intervene, make sure you use it. It's only 10 rage, and it breaks CC. Seriously, if you're frozen, as long as you're not stunned, but if you're frozen, if you're slowed or anything like that, you can just intervene to your partner, no matter how far away he is. He could be as close as that little thing is. That poor little child that looks very, 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 very out of place. Like really. It doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. Yeah. Anyway, it'll break CC, even if he's that close, or if he's, as long as he's in range. so it'll break your CC. So yeah, it's just one press, same button, charge and interlead exactly the same, and then I've got shift middle mouse button as intercept. So you've got all your charges with middle mouse button. That's why I've got it set up. Now you've got the Reckless macro. Recklessness is, I don't think I use that one actually, I use this one. Yep, I use this one. So what this one is it casts Berserker Stance with one press. It casts Colossus Smash on your next press. It also uses your Trinkets and Inner Rage and then Recklessness. Now, how I like to do it is, at the moment I'm spec'd into 1 point Tactical Mastery. Now you naturally have a 25 rage save when you swap stuff. If you get this, it'll give you 50, which means if you build 50 rage as in defensive stance, so I'm fighting, and I'm just gonna build 50 rage, okay, I'm at 50 rage. Now if you shield block, okay, so if you make sure you shield block before putting your Recklessness macro, and also wait to be hit a little bit first. It's good to it's good to use it when you want to either take down a healer, or if you happen to get you've been getting hit on by quite a bit, you've got 2 melee against you or something, and then you quickly spin around, shockwave them both, and then pop your Recklessness macro. So they're both stunned in place, and you can pop your Recklessness macro. If you've seen any of Lourdes videos, you'll take down 2 guys at once. It's insane. So make sure to keep an eye on Vengeance, and try to use shield block before going into the Recklessness. So say 50 rage, I'm at 100 range now, so it's a little bit too much, but it doesn't really matter. Then what you do is you shield block, and then you go Recklessness, press it again, it will do that, and then you go like that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. And one more. Boom. Now I didn't get any real big numbers there. Bit of a pity, but you can get big numbers. Obviously Vengeance helps a lot. My last video I hit for about 50k without any Vengeance, just here on the training dummies. Now that's here on the training dummies, remember that. Your damage could double, you know, if you're actually in a PvP situation, because you'll have all sorts of things increasing your attack power. You'll also have procs of all sorts of other moves. You also have other classes buffs. You'll also have Vengeance, obviously, and all of that. So yeah, if you can hit for 50k on a target dummy, you're going to hit for a lot more in PvP. But it kind of counters it because of their resilience. But sometimes you get lucky. There's so many people in PvP and PvE gear, and you just go, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Okay, cool. You're in the best raid gear in the game. Clap, clap. That's wonderful. But guess what? You're in PvP now. Like, okay, Prot Warrior isn't the scariest thing out there. Like Prot Warrior, like you can do well, but it's not the scariest thing. But like this fully raid geared arms warrior, it's like, yeah, I'm awesome. He comes charging at me. You think he's got me easily. You just tell he's all cocky, and I'm pretty sure he did no damage to me whatsoever, and I took him down from 100% to nothing, just because he has no resilience, so I'm going to be hitting him fucking hard every single time. Anyway, that's a bit of a distraction. Now, what do we got? Okay, so that was Recklessness macro. Now we've got my heal macro. Now, if you're arms, you might want to have the beginning bit here, where it's got equip your sword and shield. If you're arms, because you when you go to battle stance, I've got it set up as it equips your double hander, and then you put back sword and shield when you go defensive stance. Or if you're just going to be prot, you don't have to worry about that top line. But anyway, so it casts defensive stance in case you're not in it, but it's a double press macro. So cast 2, press 2 once, and it'll just put you in defensive stance. Just like if you press 3 once, it'll put you in berserker stance, and 1 once, it'll put you into battle stance, right? But if you press them twice, it'll do their special move. So for prot, it is the heal. So if you double press, so you go 2, and I'm in defensive stance, press it again, and it'll do the heal. I need rage for that one, and it'll do the heal. So you just double press, that's easy. It's really simple, and it casts Shield Wall, Rallying Cry, Berserker Rage, and Rage Generation. You can also macro it to heal, to use pots and any health stones on you. But I usually don't have any pots or health stones, so I haven't got it written into the macro. Now, there goes that one, and then we've got the Hamstring macro. Oh, this one is a beauty, especially with the 1 point in Tactical Mastery, because you're not going to lose any rage. No, you're not going to lose rage. You're probably going to gain rage from stance dancing using Hamstring, so it's actually beneficial to you, and you're not really going to miss out on anything. So make sure you get this macro. It's really, really good. Now, this isn't the one. This is the one. Okay, so what it will do is 1 press, it'll put into battle stance and cast Hamstring. and then another press, it will put you back in defensive stance. So it's usually three presses, but here you go. So you charge, you press it again, press it again. Boom, he's hamstringed. So it's great because you just boom, and then boom, and you're back in defensive stance. See, and you're just pressing one button, casting into battle stance, putting snare on them. And as Prot warrior people, you usually think you're not going to snare them because you're Prot, so you don't have any snare unless you happen to spec in a piercing howl, which is usually going to gimp you anyway, because you can't get second wind. So most people don't do that. So oh, Prot doesn't have a snare. Think again. As long as you use this macro, or if you're stance dancing, but this makes it easier, you have a snare and a damn good one. That it's beautiful. I wouldn't want to play without it. Now I'm pretty sure that's all the macros I use. Wonderful. There's the Colossus Smash one, but I don't actually have that keybinded because I don't really find it all that necessary. I use Colossus Smash when I'm in Berserker stance. If you're not getting attacked, just a quick tip, if you're not getting attacked, go into Berserker stance, like if you're not getting attacked, and you can just chill with Berserker stance with Colossus Smash, and you'll see you get out a few, alright. Prot's very random. Sometimes you'll be doing great, and sometimes you'll be hitting low. So don't get too disheartened, because seriously, sometimes you'll be hitting to fuck off. And then sometimes you'll be going crazy, and it'll be like, holy crap, I just ruined that guy. But yeah. Anyway, now also another quick tip. Every single time, see how defensive stance is proc because of Sword and Board, the talent down here? It makes your Shield Slam free cast. Make sure that whenever you get that free cast, use a Heroic Strike immediately after, because technically, it's making the Shield Slam completely free. So that means it's costing you 30 Rage to do 2 moves. That's Shield Slam and Heroic Strike at exactly the same time, because it's off the global cooldown. If you do Heroic Strike first, it'll be on the global cooldown, and you'll have to wait to use the next move. But if you use Shield Slam first, you can use Shield Slam, Heroic Strike, and it'll just count as one global cooldown, as I'll show you now. Okay, so let's get a free proc. Free proc, you can do it. You can do it. Come on. Okay, I'll use it first. Come on. Free proc, baby. Give me a free proc. There we go. There we go. So we go. 1, and then immediately after. Just get used to doing that. It's going to cost you 30 Rage. So let's pretend that you weren't getting a free Shield Slam. That means that instead of costing you 20 Rage, it's costing you 30 Rage, and you're getting double hits. And when Heroic Strike crits, it can crit for 20k. So if you're lucky, you can get a 30k Shield Slam and then a 20k Heroic Strike. Fuck yeah! So just keep that in mind. But anyway, that's the macros section covered. And next time I'll be going over probably gear and gems and all of that lovely stuff. Anyway, I finally got a mic. I'm quite happy about that, and I hope the audio quality is a little bit better. Quite happy about getting a mic. I was using a bloody webcam before, so yeah, bit dodgy. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.